Hey, what's going on, y'all? RJ here with CB Tech, and today I'm going to do a comparison between the Alcatel One Touch Idle 3 and the Coolpad Canvas. Of course, both these here are on Cricket, and as of July 13th, 2017, both of these here are available at Best Buy. The Alcatel is currently $100, while the Coolpad is $50. So, yeah, let's get in with this comparison here. Both of them are already cut on and everything else. So let's go ahead and unlock it. Let's go first into Geekbench and just see the scores that I did get here on both of these. Now, of course, I don't put much stock in benchmarks, but I'd like to show y'all what scores I did get. And it looks like that the Coolpad outdid it on both single core and multi-core score with 636 and 1807 here on the Alcatel, and 658 and 1829 here on the Coolpad. Now back out of here, let's go over here and we will go into N22. And these are the scores I ran: 42,374 on the Alcatel, 36,406 here on the Coolpad. Now we're going to go right now into CPU-Z. Let's look at what we're working with here on both these devices. Now it may be a little bit hard to see, so I'll just bring it up here. Now the Alcatel has a 1.5 gigahertz octa-core Snapdragon 615 with an Adreno 405 GPU. It has a 5.5 inch display at 1920 by 1080 pixels at 403 pixels per inch, 2 gigabytes of RAM, and 16 gigabytes of onboard storage with 11.04 out of the box. Now over here at the Coolpad, we have a 1.4 gigahertz quad-core Snapdragon 425, I do believe it is, with an Adreno 308 GPU. Not much info there showing. Has a it says a 9.1 inch display. It says a 5.5 inch display at 720 by 1280. That is not the correct PPI, so I'm not really sure what the PPI is on this device. It does have 2 gigabytes of RAM and 16 gigabytes of onboard storage with around 10.08 available out of the box. So a few specs there on CPU-Z for the Coolpad is not accurate. So anyway, let's go ahead and close out everything here, and we'll get in with this test starting now. Of course, had a pop up there. It's nothing new. The Coolpad just barely. Go into YouTube. YouTube started at first on the Coolpad. Go into calculator. That was the Coolpad, I believe, just barely. Calendar. Coolpad again. Google Plus. And yes, I hit these at the exact same time. That was the Coolpad. Go into camera. I was pretty close. I really couldn't tell personally there. I'll let y'all decide that one. IMDb. The Coolpad took it again. Just barely took it, but it did take it. Instagram. That was the Coolpad. And it looks to be that whenever I'm pushing these buttons here, the Coolpad is actually bringing it up first, or pulling it up first as well. So going to the Play Store. Had a bit of a delay there on the Alcatel, so the Coolpad won that one by far. Go into settings. The Coolpad once again. Alcatel is struggling right now. Let's go into Snapchat. Coolpad. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with the Alcatel right now. It is struggling pretty bad. And I've been having this issue with this phone, but right now it is. So that right there was the Alcatel. Go into Temple Run 2. Yeah, having a little bit of issue right now with the Alcatel. It's been very smooth and everything else, but right now it seems to be lagging a little bit. But that's the way it goes sometimes, you know, in these tests. You know, it looks like that the Coolpad is going to smoke it here in this game, and it did. Going to Subway Surfer. Maybe you ought to give the Alcatel a head start, you reckon? Nah. So we'll see what happens here. The display looks really good on both. Like I said, 1080p here, 720p here, but they both really don't look bad. I mean, of course, this one looks better than the Coolpad, but to be honest with you, I mean, to be 720 on the Coolpad, it looks pretty good. So, of course, it started up first there on the Coolpad, and we're still waiting for it to come up here on the Alcatel. Let's go back home. Let's go into Crossy Road. But the more things are open in the background with the Coolpad, the slower it becomes. So you see right now, it's not doing anything. Whenever I do the reopening test, you're going to see the Coolpad really lag up for some reason or another. I'm on the same Wi-Fi network, everything is the same, but for some reason, the Coolpad, you know, after heavy usage, does tend to slow down. And as you see, we're already here almost on the game, and this one right here took its own sweet time this time. So yeah, we're ready to play. We're hopping across the road. A little bit of hiccup there though for a second, but now it seems to smooth out, and now finally this one here finally is ready to go. But once you get on here, this seems to play smooth, no problems, everything else. Now let's go ahead and go into RAM management, and we're going to try this out here and see what happens. Go here, both has to reload, and taking forever, by the way. That was the Alcatel. You see there was a delay there between pushing the recents button here and going to the actual recents. That's what I'm talking about. There is a delay. But reopening these apps here, both of them is taking their own sweet time. That was the Alcatel, still waiting there. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to the Coolpad. Already ready to go there, taking its own sweet time. It's actually lagging up really bad right now on the Coolpad. Alcatel. See, it's just really glitching right now on the Coolpad. Already up and running, still waiting for it to actually do something here on the Coolpad. As you see right now, there we go. I push it again, and it just now finally goes into it. So like I said, not really sure what's going on with my Coolpad. It used to didn't act this way, but as you see right there, it's just got a massive delay right now, and I'm trying to scroll and it's just not wanting to do anything. So that could be an issue, and that's what you're seeing here on mine, and it's just not wanting to work at all. It's like it is just, I don't know. So you're seeing it here. Maybe yours don't. Maybe if you have a Coolpad canvas, it don't do this. But as you see right now on the camera screen, it ain't doing nothing. It's just a blank screen. I'm pushing the recents button, and it's not doing anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and just stop this comparison. You're seeing right there how it does, and it just completely, everything is stopping. A lot of times the settings will stop. I did give it a full factory reset because it was lagging up really bad, but it just seems to be, as you see it right here, it seems to be lagging pretty bad trying to reopen these apps. I'm not really sure what's going on. It is running on the factory launcher that it came with and everything else, but whenever it seems to be running okay now. So I don't know. Let's just go ahead and just try to run through these apps that we haven't been through yet. Maybe it just needed a minute to I don't know. But as you see there, maybe it just needed a minute. I don't know. Yeah, it's still acting really slow. As you see there, it's just not wanting to work. So yeah, I mean, first test, the Coolpad took it almost every single test. But going through these apps again, this thing seems to really just be lagging up and everything else. So if you're wanting to use this phone, use the Coolpad for very heavy usage, then you're seeing that mine is glitching up. Now you might get one and may not have one single issue with it. But like I said, first test, the Coolpad canvas was rocking on, and it was actually beating out almost everything on the Alcatel Idol 3. And $50 is not a bad price, but whenever it does this, it can be aggravating. So if this was informative and helpful in any way, hit that like button. I really would appreciate it. Any questions or comments, leave it down below, and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. I really would appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see y'all in the next video.